This your boy Jay Wayne, you know, representing Team Take Profits. And I'm excited about this training. We got a lot of new people joining our team from Grand Rapids, from Jamaica, Netherlands, just a lot of people, even right in our backyards here in Detroit. So the way I want to do this is there's a lot of new people in, so I figure, you know, I'm gonna start out with the basics. Almost every video or every training that I do, I want to go over risk management, for the simple fact that when I first started, risk management wasn't in the forefront of my attention. And so I blew $1,600 overnight, basically because I risked too much and I over leveraged my account. And so I don't want nobody to have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? So risk management is going to be key. And then today we just going to go over how to find key levels of support and resistance, because at the end of the day, we got to build, but we can't build off of strategies. Everybody is quick to want to learn strategies. What's this scalping strategy? What's this Bollinger Band strategy? But then they don't know the basics of forex. And so if we build our foundation as a team, we know we're going to last longer in the game. And, we're going to stay around for a very long time, because we're going to make money just because we had a firm foundation. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen here with y'all. So I appreciate y'all hopping on. And this is one that the way I want to really do it is I want to show you guys, you know, how to find these levels and why are they so important. And then I want some of you to find them, you know, find the levels for me. You can use my screen, so I can let you take over my screen, and I want you guys to find levels, because just by me telling you what's the support and resistance level, it's not the same as you finding it on your own and me correcting you if you're wrong. So is that cool? Is that structure cool with everybody? All right, so right now I'm gonna mute everybody, and then I'm gonna go over this real quick. All right. So this pair right now we're looking at is we're looking at GBP all. It really doesn't matter what pair we're looking at, is all the same. So first thing I want to tell you is that sometimes it's hard to find the key levels of resistance if you're on like a 1 hour. So all right, so let me see what's going on here. Where's my chart at? Man, excuse this internet connection, man. It's all good. All right. All right, so we back in action. Man, I don't know what's going on here. There we go. There we go. All right, so real quick, we're gonna find these key levels of support. So the first thing you want to do is go to the higher time frame. Okay, go to the higher time frame to find your key levels, and then when you go to the lower time frames, these levels will be there for you, and you can wait till price hit that level. If you in a trade, like for an example, what I mean by level is that just by putting a line at this level, right? So if you go down to the 30-minute and you in this buy coming up here, well, when you know you reach up to this level, because the same line is going to appear on a 30-minute chart. Okay, so if you coming in on this buy and you almost to that little level right there, that line, that means that's your resistance. Then you should probably close the trade. You know what I'm saying? So so what I'm trying to say is put your levels or your support and resistance on a higher time frame. So why did I put this line here? Okay, why did I put this line here? Because look how many times price or these candles have hit this level. Look how many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So that's a strong level to pay attention to. All right. But look at this. What made it even better is the fact that price came down to this level from way up here and bounced off of it, came up, tried to break through it again, couldn't break through it, right? And it bounced right back up, came down again, kind of played around with it. But as you can see, it's kind of getting, you know, the selling pressure is getting harder and harder. And you can see it getting, you know, going down, and then made a higher low and then a higher low. And finally it broke through. Okay. So we should have been paying attention to this level way back here before this even happened. So boom, this came first, finally pushed through. So now you want to mark that up. Okay, it looked like something like that. So now let's go over these lines. Okay, you can't put a line, just one line here, and say, boom, that's my line. Price is going to respect that line. Every time the candles get there, it's going to respect it. It's going to hit and drop or whatever it's going to do. No. We don't do that. The reason why we do zones is because, let's say Christian is looking at the same chart with a different broker. Okay. His numbers are going to be different than my numbers. Every broker is different. So his numbers, you know, going to be probably 79256. Mine's might be 793. So that's why we use a zone. You see what I'm saying? We use a zone because we know somewhere in this vicinity, price is respecting. Okay, that's why we use zones. And then the way I draw it up is from the body to the wick. So you got the body somewhere up in here, and then the wick somewhere up in there. And then boom, it is respected way over here too. So from the body to the wick is not going to be perfect, but as long as you understand that this is the zone to be paying attention to, you're fine. Okay. Now, how to draw? People have problems with drawing up zones because this is what they're doing. I look at people's charts and they zones is like this big. I'm like, what you gonna do with that? They basically putting the consolidation in the zone because this is called consolidation or ranging. Right, it's ranging or consolidating. They put the whole consolidation thing in the zone. Right? Oh, this is my zone right here. No. So if you're going to do that, then you want to do something like this. One there, and you got one there. So now you got your support for the consolidation. And if price breaks up from the top, you got your resistance for the consolidation. But just from here to here is not your zone. This is your zone, and this is your zone. So support, right? So the price came down, and it built support. It didn't break through, so it was support, right? You understand that? And then it came up and it didn't break above. You see, let me show you something. It didn't break above. So that means that this was resistance. This is like a ceiling. Okay. So boom, there we go. Now let me tell you something. We start on a 4-hour time frame and we take our time. We zoom out, make these candles small so you can really see the levels properly. Make them small and say, okay, price hit up here. Okay, I'm gonna mark that up. But you need, for price, when I say price, I mean these candles, right? Every candle is representing a price. Okay, so price needs to hit here as a resistance, but it also needs to flip and be as support. Let me make sure that this makes sense to you guys. It needs to be support, and then it needs to flip and become resistance. It needs to be support. Boom. Here we go. Support, right? Because price coming down and supporting, breakthrough, and it needs to come back and be resistance. I can see everybody, whoever got a picture. So nod your head if that was clear. Was that clear? All right, right on. I got a couple head nods. Yes, cool. So that needs to be very clear, because if you can't get this, then we can't even go forward. You're still gonna struggle. I don't want nobody struggling with support and resistance after this. Ask all your questions, all right? So so there we go. So we marked this up. We marked it up, boom. See it respecting here. Let's go back. See it hit up here and dropped. Okay, this is all important. Also, real quick, if you don't understand it by these candles and it's kind of confusing, then just go to, let me see, go to compare, no, right here, go to line, and you can do it as line chart, if that helps you understand it better. If that helps you see it better, see where these little lines is hitting, then do it that way. Whatever way is easy for you, okay? And this works, right? So let's go down and let's see some more. Okay. I like my candle form. I just wanted to show you that. So if you don't know where to start, just slap a line on the chart and move it around. Okay, be very just common sense with it. Move it around. Okay, so put it here. You say, okay, because this is where you, if you want to learn how to trade on your own and find your own trades, you at least got to find support and resistance first. So you're saying, okay, price hit here. Okay, that meet the criteria. But did it flip and become a floor? See, this is a ceiling, but did it become a floor somewhere? Yeah, it became a floor right up in here, right? Hit up here as a ceiling, came up, became a floor here, floor here. So that's a nice little zone. How strong is that zone? How many ever times it got hit? Hit right here, look at that. Boom, go back, boom. Everything is lining up, isn't it? So when everything is lining up like this, you know you got a good level. Now guess what? Next week, look at this. Next week, we will have a new level to mark up. It just keeps, because that's what you're gonna get when you're dealing with a $5.3 trillion a day market. When you got $5.3 trillion flowing in this market, these levels ain't gonna stay the same. They're gonna be fluctuating. And then it's gonna go up here. And then it's gonna go up here. So you gotta be ready and be skillful enough to keep marking and moving these zones, because they may only last for maybe about a week, if that. Okay. Now, if you go to the daily, then they might last 2 weeks. They might last 3 weeks. But these like 4-hour and 1-hour zones, couple days. All right. So let's stop there and see, do we got any questions on support and resistance so far? You can type it in. I can read your comments, or you can unmute yourself and ask any questions. All right, because we gotta definitely gotta get this as a team. All right, so I'm gonna go forward. So now we understand we can do this even like if you a person that don't want to trade on a 4-hour and you want to trade on a 30-minute, then what you want to do is you want to mark your zones up on the 1-hour or even the 4-hour. If you're the person that want to scout and trade on like the 5-minute, then you might want to do your support and resistance on like the 30-minute chart. So you don't want to do it just on a 5-minute chart. You want to go above higher. Okay. So if I'm trading on a 4-hour time frame, then where would I want to do my support and resistance? Somebody answer that. Somebody type that in and answer that. If I'm trading on a 4-hour, where would I want my resistance levels to be? My support and resistance. It would be one of these here because you can't go lower, right?
The daily.
The daily, yep. Yep, you can do daily. You can do weekly. You can even do weekly. The weekly lines are not going to change as much. Those are kind of going to stand firm. But you will go to the daily. If you like 30-minute, then you want to do your support and resistance and your markups on like the 1-hour. Okay, 5-minute, you want to be like the 30-minute person. But let me tell you something. If you trade in from the 4-hour and you getting your trades based off the 4-hour, you're going to catch 50 pips easy. 50 pips easy. You know what? Matter of fact, the reason why I know is because I was talking to Christian and I said, you know, I'm going to jump on the 4-hour with the big boys because I was usually trading on a 30-minute, 15. So I jumped on a 4-hour and I didn't even have to watch the chart as much. Caught 50, 60 pips easy. And once you get in, once you see the trade forming on the 4-hour, you can easily, you know, just go down and manage it on the 30-minute, on the 1-hour, 30-minute and the 15. You can manage it, the trade from the 4-hour. All right, but you get a lot more trading, a lot more pips caught when you trade on a higher time frame. Some of you guys have to work up to that. So, all right, so we got our zone level, our resistance, and this is support, right? You see it easy here, but you guys have to practice forming these lines here because you want to be able to do this when nobody's around. You want to do this when you're trading by yourself and you can't call on anybody. You don't want to be left handicapped. So practice as much as you can. Watch the video as much as you can, over and over. So the next thing is, well, how do you trade? Okay. The next thing is, how do you trade support and resistance? You know, we mark up these zones. Why is it important? Because you basically, you don't want to be left like caught unaware. Okay, you see price coming up. It helps as a new person. It's hard to see these zones naked. All right, without any line there, without any indicators, just candles going up and down. It's hard to see that and identify that as a new person. So the tool that we use is the horizontal tool. Okay, you can do this on your phone. You can do this on the computer, on TradingView, obviously, and MetaTrader 4. So we put the line there to help you recognize it. Okay, that's the only reason. It helps you just recognize what's going on. Because the truth is, when you're waking up 3 o'clock in the morning, everything ain't sharp like it could be. You need as much help as you can, much things to help you identify what you need to be seeing. Okay, so now the next thing I want to show you is, well, how do we trade it? Okay, because we got support and resistance when price is going sideways, and we have support and resistance when the trade is going up. Okay, when the trade is going up and when the trade is going down. So I'm gonna show you that now. So how would we trade support and resistance when it's in consolidation? Okay, this is consolidation. Okay. Did we all learn what consolidation is through the IML Academy Basics 1 through 4? Is this going sideways? Okay. Well, when price eventually, this is the easiest trade to do though. Because it only can do one thing, right? Or it can do only three things. It could break out that way. Or it could break out this way. Okay. Or it can just keep going sideways. Those are your only options that this can do. So it's the easiest trade in the world. So you just have to be looking, if you're on a 4-hour, you need to be setting an alarm clock every 4 hours, waiting to see what's happening. You don't need to look at it, because if you're on a 4-hour chart and you're looking at it every 5 minutes, nothing is going to happen. So set an alarm clock every 4 hours, or you can set a reminder or an alert right here. You see that little alarm clock? Set an alert and say, boom, right here. And you can move it. If price come right here and break below it, I want to be alerted. I want to send it my email. I wanted to send it to my text message. I want to come to my phone, whatever you need to do, right? You can move that and have it here. So now if price come down and break that level right there, it would have alerted you. So you don't need to be looking at the phone all day long. You can use these valuable tools that's here available to help you, you know. So let me delete that. We'll delete that up. All right. So when you will see something like, we'll go like this, and we will go back. Okay. And so it'll be consolidating, and you got to wait. You got to sit on your hands. Okay. There's no need to be forcing a trade. There's nothing to trade here. It's consolidate. Okay. But as we can see, price came down, and we all need to understand what lower high means and what lower lows mean. If you don't know what lower highs mean and lower lows, then you need to go back to IML Academy. Yeah, the alert, somebody said the alert is going to make life a lot easier. Yes, it will. Use that. So when price came down and came back up, did it go past this? Did this come all the way up and blow past this? No. So that means it made a lower high. This is the high, but this is the lower high, okay? This is the high, but this is also a high, but it's lower than this. So that's called a lower high. So if price made a lower high, that means we're kind of going down. We're going down because we can't be going up if we're making lower highs, okay? So already you need to note that. So, you know, price came down into the zone. Okay, we need to be paying attention, right? And then you see it pulling back into the zone. This is a 4-hour chart. So you want it to pull back. So how do you trade a consolidation, consolidating support and resistance? You want to wait for it to break below. You want it to close below, and you want to confirm. You want to confirm that the downtrend is happening because you want it to pull back and then eventually drop off, okay? Now that looked easy because I drew a line and it looked very easy. Oh man, trading is so easy and fun, right? If it happened like that, but it don't happen like that. Sometimes this is all the pullback you're gonna get. And sometimes you're gonna get a bigger pullback, a big green candle like this right here, pulling back in here. So that's what I'm saying. So if you are new at trading, you haven't seen all the things that the market has for you. The market is going to throw so many, you know, like a pitcher got so many different balls that he throw, curveball, knuckleball, toe ball, you know what I'm saying? So whatever, he got all kind of pitches he'll throw at you, fastball, whatever. So the market is going to throw so many different things at you. So you need time. You need to be mentored, and you need to have training in your life to help you see these things that the market can throw at you. Because if you think, oh, this is a pullback here, and then you end up selling, but it really wasn't a pullback, you gotta suck that one up. Learn, mark that down, write that down, make a note, but through training and somebody that's been around for a while can help you fast track you. And so that's why I appreciate you guys jumping on this training, because this is valuable. You're going to learn a lot of tricks of the market very fast. Okay. So boom, you see a pullback happening. We're waiting for it to drop down now. You see what I'm saying? We're waiting to take this trade. And so as you can see, you see the pullback happen. Okay. This is going to be a little bit later, but this will blow your mind, what I'm about to show you. But it's so simple. It's the basics, but it's powerful. Okay, look at this. You think I'm making this up. A. B. Okay, this is crazy, right? C. Like, what is he doing? And D. Powerful. Okay, now we don't know how long D is, right? We don't know how long C to D is, but this is the one we trade. We go A to B. How do you know when B is formed? This is really another video. I'm going to go real fast, but we only focusing on support and resistance. But look, how do you know when B is done? When it turns around, use common sense. The candles get smaller, and now you see green candles. Okay? This didn't look like it was going down anymore, right? So this is B now. We finally got B. Now, how do you know when you got C? Well, when you see price stalling out, not going up anymore, the green candles are getting littler. Look at this. You got the indicators I gave you. Don't everybody got the indicators I gave you? Look, it crossed. That's a sign that this little pullback is over. It crossed. Okay. It hit right at our pivot. So that's my pivot points. Okay, I got a video that you guys can watch called my pivot point strategy. Okay, so it reversed right at the pivot point. It left a big wick right here. So these are all signs of the basics of knowing when something is turning around. Okay, so let's take all of that off. Okay, so price came down, made a high, made a lower high. That's another sign too. High, lower high. Okay, there you go. You got your C. Well, how long do we take this trade though? Let me blow your mind real quick. Watch this. Pull out the Fibonacci extension. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you all this later. Go from the high to B, and you could go to C, but I like to be safe, and I like to go back to A. A, B, A. Okay? A, bring it down to B, bring it back up to A. And we take the trade from here, and that'll be TP1, and down here is TP2, or somewhere in between. But how do you know when to close the trade? I already told you. Use the indicators that I showed you. When these, hold on, look at this. When this indicator is about to cross back up, that blue line about to cross above that pink, you know you about done. It crossed above the pink, and it was about done with this little down movement. All right, so look at this. So let's replay that. So this is all you need to do is just get good at it, okay? Just get good at it. Look at this. Play it out again. We got our support and resistance. Let me show you how to trade consolidation coming out of the support and resistance. This is what we're doing. Get your letters marked up, and when you get good enough, you'll be able to see it without putting the letters up. We got our A because it reversed at our zone. We got our A, okay? Possibly A, right? Let the trade happen. We're on the 4 hours. That was another 4 hours that went by, okay? We're trying to find B. This is not a trade yet. We're trying to find B. Maybe B is going to be here. We're already thinking. We're like, hey, yo, this might be B because it stopped at our support zone. It looked like it's turning around. We're not sure yet. So let me pull that out the way. Let me make sure that this is C. It came down a little bit more. Boom. It's coming back. Okay, I think we got our B now. You feel me? I think we got our B. Because we're trying to trade C to D. Our money is from C to D. Okay? A to B is setting up for C to D. You think I'm making this up? Look at this. They got it right here. A, B, C, D patterns. We're going to learn the head and shoulders. We're going to learn the Elliott wave. I'm going to teach you all that. And once you got to build up, though, little by little, okay? But if you learn this, I promise you, you will be able to quit your job in 1 year. I promise you. Because you're going to keep doubling your account. You're going to keep making money. You're going to keep making it. And then eventually you're going to up your lot size. So look, we got our B. Now we're trying to wait for where's C going to be at. Okay, where's C? C got to come back up, though. So let's see where it came up. This is how the trade forms in real life. 4 hours then went by. Okay, the indicators crossed. Okay, another 4 hours then went by. Probably a whole nother day. Now we're still waiting. Okay, this is what I mean by be patient and let the trade come to you. Okay, take a break. Take a break. Look at it. Check it out, y'all. Okay, we have to create rules and let the market come to us. We cannot be chasing this market. Oh, it's going up. Oh, it's going down. Oh, I got to close the trade. No. You need to create a plan, create rules, and then let the market come into your set of rules. Because then it's going to play on your terms. But you have to know what rules to play by. And so that's why I'm trying to teach you and help you create these plans and these structures and learn the fundamentals, because we can have the market play by our rules, and that's how we want to do it. Okay, and so this is one of them. There's many ways to do it, but I'm trying to show you the basics right now. So boom, price is coming up. We're not chasing the trade. All right, look like we got our C, right? So you want to get that C right there. Okay, boom. This might be C. It might come up some more, but it might be C. Now look, if this candle came, if this group of green candles came all the way up here and closed above this, ABCD is over. The whole ABCD pattern is over, because as soon as it blow past the previous high, it's over. But even if it come up here, if these green candles came up here, did it blow past this? No. And if it dropped, that's still ABCD. It was just a deeper pullback. Okay. So again, I'm trying to show you how to trade the consolidation. All right. So we possibly got C. Boom, we got C. So it came back, it came up. This is what it did. It came up and it was green at one point and then it dropped down. So what you want to do is you want to use the indicators I showed you. Maybe use this. Okay, the pivots. Okay, let me see. And use the moving averages. Okay, so other indicators you can use, but these things can help you identify when C is done forming. Because this is the hardest one. When is C done? Well, just, use common sense. This thing is turning around. Okay, so now you can take the trade. But we had a zone, so we want to be careful. But you could take the sell right here and write it on down, or if you want to be more conservative, then wait for it to come out of here and pull back. Okay, wait for it to come out of here, pull back, and then drop. Okay, so all right, but let's play it out. So as soon as you got C, you want to pull out the Fibonacci retracement. So when you got C, this is when we said we got C right here. So you want to go like this, pull out the fib. You want to go to A, drop down where? Where we dropping down to? B, right? The lowest part. Pay attention, the lowest part. Not this, nothing, just not this, the lowest part right there. Common sense, boom. Now you want to go back to where? Is it to C? Do we go back up to C? Some people do. But I want to build consistency in my trading account. I don't want to go back to C. Maybe later, maybe a year from now, I understand how to, you know, go from C and understand that it's going all the way down to the 161.80% level. But right now, I'm a new person. I want to go to A. I want to play it safe. I want to constantly build my account up. So all we doing is riding the trade from here to 100%. And if it's really dropping, then we can go lower. Okay? So now play it out. All right. And then we got our money, right? So that's all we did. We just basically, now where would you put your stop loss? People say, where's the stop loss? Because if I call out a trade, you should be able to look at this over time. Now, right now, over time, you should be able to say, well, if we're getting in here, where's we going to put the stop loss at? So, Christian, help me out, man. Where are we going to put the stop loss at? If we got into this trade, where's the stop loss? Let's make it red. Where would we put the stop loss? Up here?
Nah, bring it down to the last high.
Right here?
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
higher.
So I would probably call, let's say for an example, I call out GBP odd sell. I'm gonna call it out somewhere, like I was already looking at it, but I might call it out right here when it crosses. So we'll probably take this candle on down to the 100% level. Well, all I should be able to say is GBP sell. You should already see, boom. Oh man, I see a higher high. Oh man, I'm gonna pull out my Fibonacci. I see an ABCD pattern. A, B, C. But I'm gonna go A to A, A, B, A. Oh, 100% level? You can form your own take profit. You could say, you know what? He talking about going down to the 161.80 because he been in trading for 3 years. I'm only trading 1 year. I'm going to the 100% level. I'm taking that. I'm taking this right here. I'm closing the trade. So be able to form that over time. So stop loss. Oh, he ain't give me no stop loss. But you know what? I'm on a 4 hour and I see that my stop loss should be right above this high. Right there. So now you're training yourself to identify this stuff. I gave you the direction. I gave you that it was a sell. You should put all the other pieces together. And if you do that for like 6 months, you're gonna be walking yourself right into forming trades. Okay, you're gonna be like, oh, this is my so now risk management. Didn't I say that I was gonna show you risk management? If I'm telling you to get in here, hold on, we gotta do this right. Let's do this right. Let's delete all of this little markup stuff. Look at this. So if I call out a trade tomorrow morning and I say, okay, we getting in right here. So let me put my green one. No, that's gonna be my take profit somewhere up in here. And we're gonna do a yellow one for the entry. All right. So if I say we getting in here, because there's the first candle with C dropping, and then we got in here. We got a little bit of pullback, but we trying to ride it back down to about right up in here. Okay. So you got to say, okay, well, if he's telling me to get in here and the stop loss is here, then how much are you risking in your account? So you pull out the measuring tool or you count the pips, and this is 59 pips. You're risking 59 pips. The higher the time frame, the more pips you're risking, but also the more pips you can make. Okay, let me slow that down. So first, get the measuring tool or get your calculator, and you got to calculate from the entry point to where the stop loss is. You cannot say, I'm looking to make $100 on this trade. You got to say, I'm looking to lose $58 on this trade. First, I'm not looking to lose, but I'm willing to lose $58 to go back down here to the entry to the take profit to gain $115. That's if you came in with $1. Some of y'all gonna trade only with 50 cents. Some of us will trade with $50 a pip, $10 a pip, $1 a pip. So just calculate it. All right. So 117 times whatever your lot size is going to be. 50 cents 50 cents times 117. That's how much you're going to make. All right. If we lose the trade, say, let me tell you, 60, or let's say 60 pips, right? So if you, let's say, let's see, who we got on here? Who we got on here? Who we got on here? We got, I don't know. I'm trying to pick somebody to participate, but if we got 50 cents in our account, or let's say the stop loss is 60 pips. If you wanted to risk $1, Whitney, are you willing to lose $60? Because $1 times 60 is 60, right? So if you lose this trade, are you willing to lose $60 out of your account? If you got $500 in your account, are you willing to lose 60 of it? If the answer is no, then you got to lower your lot size. So instead of doing $1, maybe you need to do 50 cents. So now I got 50 cents times 59 cents. I mean, not 59 cents, but 59 pips. That's $29, okay? 29 and a half. So now you say, oh, well, you know what? This looked like a good trade. I'm willing to lose $29, $30, you know, to gain, what's 50 cent times 114? 57. So you're willing to lose 25 pips to gain 57. You're looking to lose $25 to gain 57. Okay, is that making sense? Or give me a little head nod, somebody. Is that making sense or not really? Okay, I see you. We got a question, so let's answer these. So in this chart, will we be winning as the candles go down? Oh man, okay. So yeah, so this is a sell setup, right? You know what? Matter of fact, that's a really good question, because if A, this is more advanced though, but look, when A is at the top, we're looking for a sell. When A is at the bottom, we're looking for a buy. Okay. When A is down here, you're going A, B, we're looking for a pullback so we can take C to D. So that's a sell. Stop loss is above the high. That's automatically showing you that this is a sell. The take profit is down here, green line. This is a sell because we're trying to go to the green line. We're not trying to go to the red line. We're trying to go to the green line. Okay. So yeah, that's that. So that's the answer to that question. So the first thing is, guys, you have to understand risk management. Don't take $10. You see people taking $10 a pip and they making $300 and all $500 so easy because they have the account to handle it. They have the account to handle it. Okay. If you got $500 in your account, you should only be risking 50 cents. Okay. If you want to do it right. Okay, do everybody understand that ratio? You have $100 in your account, you should be trading 10 cents a pip. Okay, you have $200 in your account, 20 cents a pip. 500, 50 cents. 900, 90 cents. 1,000, $1. Okay, $10,000, a standard. Okay, now you see people trading at those big lot sizes, even though they have smaller accounts, is because they're skillful and they scalp it. They scalp it. They say, you know what? Let me take you to the chart. They say, you know what? I see this boy going up. I'm just going to take a piece of it at a bigger lot size, and then I'm going to close the trade. I'm not going to even give it a chance to go backwards on me and be risking $400 in my account. Because if you trade on a lot size that's bigger than your account or can handle, I'm telling you, it's going to eat you up real quick. Real quick. So as a beginner, everybody should just do the standard, build the confidence up, build the experience up. And then, you know, I got videos and trainings that'll teach you how to take the bigger lot sizes. One more thing, and then we almost an hour in and we done. But let me tell you this. Consolidation. This is how you trade support and resistance in consolidation and support and resistance. This is how you trade it. You wait for that pullback and that breakout. Okay. Boom. See that? Came to C, and we're going to take D down. Now, did it go to the 618? Look at this. Boom, A, B, A, and look like it's almost going to hit the 618. Did it turn around? Boom, it hit the 618 all the way down here. But you know what? I already know a lot of you, if I call out this trade, a lot of you going to close the trade right here. Right here. Some of you going to close the trade right here. If we get in here, you're going to close it right here. Real talk. Real talk. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to ride it down here. If I see that pull back and it ain't pulling too deep, I'm going to ride this next wave, and I'm going to take a bigger lot size right here. Okay, not too big, but like maybe a $5 lot size. Somewhere in here, I'm taking $50 a pip. One candle, $50 a pip, and I'm closing that trade. That's how you triple your account. That's how you pyramid your account. The first trade right here, right? The first drop had to be risk management. So let's say $1, 50 cents. That's this one. But when it pulled back on you and it showed you that it was going to continue to drop, this is your $5 pip. This is your $1 pip, the bigger lot size, because you're already in the money. You're already in the money. And when you come down way down here, when you start here and you come way down here, you just move that that stop loss right above the entry to secure your money. We don't want to, this is the thing. We don't want to be in these trades 3 o'clock in the morning, trading two hours, looking at the charts throughout the day just to give all our money back to the market. You crazy as heck. You crazy. I don't do this for fun. I'm trying to change my life. So when I see you guys taking profit here and it's early, but you still took profit, I love it because you compound in your account. That's money. That's money in your account. Can't no market take it away unless you do something stupid. You took it. But guess what? Don't try to get back in the market when you see it dropping some more, because when you lose your place. Remember, we got in up here. Perfect. Perfect. Remember, we got in up here. Let me delete that. We got in up here. So if you ride it down here and then you see it dropping again and you try to get in here, you just lost your perfect entry. You got to start all over again and look at it. It pulled back on you, and now you losing money. Now you scared. Now you're like, oh, I better close this, and now you lost your money because you didn't know that it was going to drop again. So do the right things. If you close the trade and I call out a sale and you close it early, don't hop back in. You just got to learn, and you got to watch and see what it does and say, you know what? I could have held on a little bit longer. Because let me tell you, look at this. Now all the time it's going to keep dropping. Sometimes you see how it pulled back, it's going to go way back up. And you be hit. You be stuck. Talking about, dang, I was stupid. Look, right here was only 60 pips. If you get out the trade and you come back in here, the stop loss is still here. This is the original stop loss. So now, why are you getting back in just to risk 130 pips? You just messed up your perfect entry, and everything is out of whack now. It's over. You were supposed to stay in, and you were supposed to move up your stop loss to make you feel comfortable in this trade as it kept dropping, as it pulled back, as it kept dropping. Okay? Because nothing is just going to fall, free fall. It's going to go in steps, in levels. Okay? So, that's enough of that. Look at this. Last thing. We got 4 minutes, and this is easy. I went over the hard part first. Now this is support and resistance here, right? Look at this. And I got the video, and I'm gonna send it out to you guys so you can watch this. But this is very important stuff. So the price came down and came up. Boom. What did it do? Make a higher high. This was a high. This is even a high. It came up. This downtrend is over. This downtrend is over, okay? As soon as it came up here and closed right here, it's over. So now, where was our support zone at? Right there. Never mind all of this. Okay. Downtrend came up, boom, came up. You need to say, if anything closes above this resistance level, this is a buy. Okay, does this make sense? You see how price kind of set here and dropped? Well, okay, it dropped, fine. But if this comes back up and if anything closes above this level, we have a buy on our hands and we need to be looking for buy positions. Okay, that's our zone, remember? Body wick. It ain't gonna be perfect, but it's good enough. Okay, if you wanna check it, look how I reacted in the past. That's pretty good. I ain't gonna go that high because look, then now we're gonna be doing all that weird stuff. Okay, so keep it tight. All right. If price come above here, we're looking for buys. That's how we got to think. Okay, boom, comes up and it closes above. We're looking for buys. Do we buy here though? Please, somebody answer. Do we buy here? It broke above the zone. It broke above this resistance. Do we buy now?
Nope. Wait for the retest.
We wait for the retest. We wait for the pullback. Okay, and they look different all the time. They look different. Okay. Uh-oh, what are we getting, y'all? We getting a pullback. We getting retest. All right. Now, all we need to do is look for confirmations that this is coming back up. So we looking for this blue line to bounce back up. We looking for it to have a nice candle coming up. Okay. So right now, and you can even remember the ABCD. Can anybody spot ABCD? We're going to go over this later. We ain't got to spend a lot of time on it. But A, we got our B. A, B. Remember, it switches when it's a buy. When it's a sell, A is up here. When it's a buy, A is down here. A, B. You know what? In order for people to understand, you have to see it a lot. And I can't be scared to show you guys even in the beginning because the more you see it, the easier it becomes later. So you know what? I'm not going to be scared to show you this. I understand you might not get it right now. It's okay. But at least I'm going to show you. A, B. Why do we got B? Because it pulled back. It's done. We already know that that's the high. We already know that that's the low. That's the high. A, B. Boom. All right. What are we looking for? What's the next letter? C. We're looking for C so we can write it to D. Oh, man. Do we got a C right here? We might. All right. So let's put a C there. Okay. And now, before we keep playing and keep waiting, we got to pull out our Fibonacci extension, and we're going to go to A, to B, to C. No, we're going to go to A, ABA. We want to write it like to the 100, you know, whatever. Some people only going to write it to here. All right, so let's go. All right, and it was a little crossover, but that blue line's still above it though. So we still looking good. I forgot to say where our stop loss at. Stop loss is right here. Right below the low, because we're in a buy now. So we got to put it down here. Right up in here is our stop loss. Uh-oh, what happened? All right. I gotta hurry up, speed it up. Okay. All right. So this is a 4-hour chart, right? So let me put this up here and we can mark up our 100. There we go. And I could delete all this stuff, keep the chart a little bit clean. Now you see how long we stayed in this trade? We stayed sitting here for hours. Each one of these candles is 4. So we just, but that's what it is sometimes. Not every time is just gonna shoot up. Sometimes you can catch it right here and where it's about to shoot up. But sometimes you catch it just a little bit early. You don't know it's about to consolidate. You just don't know. But we got our position. We got our position. And when this boy do shoot up, we good. All right. So what was I telling you? Oh yeah, we want to trade consolidation when it's in the uptrend. Okay. Okay. So You see how long sometimes you have to be patient? That thing didn't take off until, man, a minute ago. You could have got some money in here. A lot of people would have took profit here. You could have stayed in the trade, okay? What I do want to tell you is, look what happened. Let's just reevaluate what happened. It was support here. It built support. It was resistance here and dropped, right? We already identified that. It came up, and then it retested this same support level and made a resistance level to this and made support here. So it was a ceiling here because it dropped, came up, and then became a floor here. And that's what we got. When you start seeing these wicks popping up, that's when it was about to take off. Okay? So now I taught you how to trade support and resistance in consolidation. Now this is how you trade support and resistance in the trend going up. Okay, so now what do we need to say to ourselves? Well, nothing can close below this zone. Okay, what we really want is price to come back down here and test this level. Now I can delete this one because this was our 100% level. We already won the trade. Okay, we already won the trade. Now let me tell you why I love the 4 hour. Because look how much money we can make quicker and easier on a 4 hour. Just a little bit patience. Where do we get in at? We got in like down here. So let's say up here. That's 110 pips. Yeah, we did have to wait for that one. Not all the time we have to wait, but we had to wait for them 110. But we got it though, because we did the homework, because we knew the basics. We knew ABCD patterns. We knew support and resistance. We can make money. Okay, so let's delete that. And now we want to say, okay, well now, since we got a new high, nothing can close below this, this level. So we just keep building, keep building. So I want to go forward. So what we got here is you want to zoom out, look at the big picture, never be stuck like this. Never just be focused solely on this area. Zoom out and reassess what we got. So why did this build that floor? We could have rolled this up and said, oh man, price is starting to build support. So now you're saying, okay, price is building support. What is it building support on? Right on this level, just like how I did here. This is where the buyers lived. Came up here, built support. This came up here and built resistance and dropped. Now it's coming, breaking through, building support. So now, do you see how we trade in support and resistance in the trend now? So we're saying, okay, this is the major support zone. This is minor support. Major, this is the major, and this is the minor support. Price can break this, but never break this and still go up some more. It can come back down here, break this, but it never breaks this major and still go up. Okay? So this was the last piece of the puzzle I wanted to show you on support. Now the homework is to mark up as many charts as you can. Do you see how it, boom, it broke here? That don't mean it's necessarily a downtrend because it never broke the major. It just broke the minor support. If it break this, then that's different. You see what I'm saying? You see that? Boom. See, it broke the minor support, but it didn't break the major support. Now, let me tell you something. I'm not finna be in this buy all the way down here and let all of this come back on me to just catch it up here. That's stupid as heck. You know, what I'm gonna do is, look, this is what I'm gonna do. And this is the last little bit. Because I feel like if you rewatch this over and over, like you can get this. So support, let me see, hold on. Stop loss was here, okay? We took the trade and we up. I'm gonna move my stop loss up to here once I saw it made this new support level. I'm gonna move my stop loss up here. Then it went up higher. And then I'm gonna move my stop loss up here. And then I'm gonna get stopped out somewhere up in here with all of this money here. And I kept adding to my position. $1. All right, as soon as it got here, I added another $1. Or I added $10. As it kept going up, I just kept building my account. Okay? And then I got stopped out. So when I got stopped out, I was out the trade and I wanted to reassess. So now you got, look, A, B, don't forget your ABCDs now. You'd almost forgot. C, Look at this. A, B, C, and we ride C to D. More money. But we just got to be patient. You know what I'm saying? So we was waiting for this to see how far this went. Now, if this thing pulled back and closed below here, we're looking for a drop off for sales. But since it rounded out here and the indicator showed us that it was rounding out, we would have took the buy again and rolled it up, making money the next week. And that's over and over and over. Okay. So that's how you trade support or resistance on a trend. Okay. Boom. Trend line. Put your trend out. Boom. You can take the buy here. That could have helped you take the buy. Remember, we was waiting when was it gonna go up? It went up right here. You could have took it in here. Boom. If price break below this trend line, you know that buy is done basically. When it broke below the trend line, it retested the trend line and dropped off. That's how you catch the sales. See that? We put the trend line. Why did we put the trend line? Boom, right here and right here, we got a trend. Price came down and broke, came back up to test it, didn't break above it, dropped again. You could catch that little sell. But I wasn't interested in the sale. I was waiting to see, was it going to close below this major support zone? It didn't. A, B, C, D. I know that's a little bit fast and a little bit more intense, but I can't be scared to show you this because this is what we have to learn. Time to answer some questions here. It all makes sense. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. How do you come to the conclusion of what symbols to invest in? Let's talk about that. So what do you mean by symbols? Oh, the pairs, right? How do I come to the conclusion? If you want some stuff, some pairs that to trade in, you want to trade in pairs that basically have more money in it, more volume, more volatility. You want to trade EUR USD. You can trade GBP USD, EUR JPY. What else? I stay away from the CHF pairs. Too many wicks. Way too many wicks. All right. And so I basically come to the conclusion of, because those are the pairs that move. GBP, all the GBP pairs, the candles are huge. You can make a lot of money in those pairs. All right. So the question is, so while the trade is active, we can adjust the stop loss and take profit. That's a really good question. You need, if you're not adjusting the stop loss, you playing yourself, because you want to protect your profits. And as it keep going up and you stay in the trade, you want to keep going up with it. 15 pips. When you go with 15 pips, move it 2 pips in profit. All right. If it make a support level and bounce up higher, go below the support level and add to your position. Okay. So that's that. Hope that answered the question. Yep. So we good, y'all. Man, I hope that this was very informative for all the people that's not on the team watching it, this video, or end up watching this video. I encourage you guys to have a team, because trading forex can become so discouraging when you don't even know where to start and you don't have anybody, a mentor, to train you and get you thinking the right way. Thinking about risk management. People not even trying to go back to the basics. They just trying to force people on to use this Bollinger Band strategy, and all that stuff fails. All of it fails. You got to go back to the basics. And if you got that, then everything else makes sense. All right. So, hey, y'all, I'm going to send the recording out to the squad. This video will be posted on YouTube. If you need a team to join, my link is in the description. Hey, I love y'all. I love my team, baby. Let's make this money. Peace.